So a very good evening to all the second semester students of Department of Business Administration, GC College. Today the discussion that we are going to have is related to the different methods of trading. So you can obviously understand that it is actually a progression of the discussion that we have had last day. Last day we have discussed related to the concept of training. I also told you the difference between training and development and the different needs for training program in the organization. So I told you that training is a process by which the organization imparts skills to the employees for a particular purpose. So through training, the employees in the organization learn a sequence of program behavior. Now, why learning a sequence of program behavior is important? Because no function in the organization is actually carried out at one shot. There will be some series of activities. So through training program, the employees in the organization learn the different series steps that which are required to perform the function and the sequence of the steps also. I told you that development just does not merely mean attending a training program or a series of training programs. So the purpose of development is much more comprehensive than training. I told you that through training, probably one of the or maybe the sole purpose for training is enhancement of the job skills for the employees. But in case of development, the organization tries to make the employees behaviorally more acceptable. So you can understand that through attending the development program, the employees in the organizations improve their interpersonal skills apart from improving the job skills. Today we will discuss the different methods for training, so or the means by which the organization imparts training to the employees in the organization. So this is basically being categorized into two types. One is called on the job and one is called off the job methods. So you can figure out from the name itself, in on the job method, the employees in the organization receive the training program at the time when he is actually contributing to the objectives of the organization. So the employees receiving the training program and him actually participating to fulfill the objectives of the organization are taking place simultaneously. This is quite widely used on the job method. It has huge applicability at different levels of the organization. You can use on the job method, but it has more usefulness in jobs which are repetitive in nature or jobs which need some routine tasks to be performed. Now, under the on the job method, there are different techniques. Now, you can see it from the board itself. The first technique is job instruction training, which is also abbreviated as JIT. Now, in job instruction training, as the name suggests, the instructor or instruction plays a very important role. There will be an instructor. Now, first of all, he will list out the different steps which needs to be carried out and the sequence of the steps also. So, at the initial stage, the employees are explained regarding the different jobs in the organization and the importance of different jobs. A general description regarding the jobs in the organization are given. Then he is being positioned at a particular post, and the instructor basically instructs him regarding how he should carry out his work. So he is then encouraged to ask any questions. If he has any queries, then he can ask. The instructor will try to resolve his doubts. Then he is encouraged to try his hands and perform the task. Now, when the employees perform the task, obviously he can commit some errors as he is performing the task only based on instructions. So the instructor will give him feedback regarding where he needs to improve. If he needs to improve, then there will be areas mentioned by the instructor. So which areas he needs to focus on. So this type of training program is quite useful and has huge applicability. And you can say, in bits and pieces, it is applied in almost all the organization. If not in the same form, because some of the organizations can put down all the instructions in a handbook, and this handbook will be supplied to the employees in the organization. Now, going through the handbooks, the employees know regarding the steps of the jobs that he needs to perform. So the forms of instructions may be different. There may be a instructor physically present who will, who will pronounce the steps. This may be one of the form, or it may be written down in a handbook. There are computer-aided job instruction training methods also nowadays, which are coming up. So you can obviously understand that it is coming under on the job method. Now the second type which is quite popular is apprenticeship. Now it is quite applicable in case of jobs where proficiency requires attending training for a longer period of time. Like technical jobs, crafts, ট্রেডস, ধরে নাও যে জায়গার মধ্যে তোমার ধরো কিছু প্রফিসিয়েন্সি আনতে গেলে তোমার মেশিনস ইউজ করা শিখতে লাগবে, বা ধরে নাও এমন কোনো ম্যানুয়াল কাজ আছে যেটার মধ্যে স্কিলস এর খুব দরকার, ওইখানে অ্যাপ্রেন্টিসশিপটা লাগে। হ্যাঁ, অ্যাপ্রেন্টিসশিপ প্রোগ্রাম ইজ কোয়াইট ইউজফুল। ইনফ্যাক্ট there is also a apprenticeship act also, which was apprenticeship act in 1961 as it is said. Now here what happens is that each trainee, whoever is attending the training program, he will be assigned a task for a particular period of time. Now within that particular period of time he needs to complete the task. This particular assignment that is being entrusted upon him is actually a part of his training program. He receives an amount of money which is known as stipend at that particular point of time. Now according to the Apprenticeship Act, every employee in the organization should go through the training program. If the job in the organization needs a involves craft or technical know-how, then the employees in the organizations need to attend the training program. So at any point of time, in an employee which is just being assigned a task without being given any proper training, he can file a case against the organization, because it is actually mentioned in an act, or you can say that it is legally enforceable. So this is another type of training. Now the next type of training, as the name suggests, coaching. So what will happen under coaching? So as in case of job instruction training, instruction played a very important role. In case of coaching, demonstration plays a very important role. So there will be a coach. Now he will basically demonstrate the task that need to be performed. So this is what coaching means. You can say that similar to coaching is understudy. Understudy is like when someone is working under a supervisor or a superior. Now he is working under the superior or the supervisor for a particular period of time, which will be his training period, unless and until he can be considered as a senior worker in the organization. Understudy is quite useful, or you can see it is more prominent in case of organizations where a particular employer or a particular supervisor wants to train his employees who is actually a family member. সো অনেক সময় দেখবে যে ফ্যামিলি মেম্বারকে নার্চার করার জন্য এটাকে আমরা আন্ডারস্টাডি বলি আর কি, যে ওর আন্ডারেও কাজ করছে, বা স্পন্সার্ড এমপ্লয়ি, ঠিক আছে, এগুলিকে আমরা আন্ডারস্টাডি বলি। নামটা যেরকম আন্ডারস্টাডি, মানে হি ইজ অ্যাকচুয়ালি ওয়ার্কিং আন্ডার a supervisor. So these are the three types of, there are other types of on the job methods also, but we shall not go to the discussion of all the types because these three are the most popular. সো এতটুকু পরে দেখো তোমাদের কোনো অসুবিধা আছে নাকি, তারপর আমরা অফ দ্য জব ট্রেনিং মেথডসটা ডিসকাস করবো।